What is going on, guys? This is JW Films, and today we are talking about SummerSlam 2015 in Brooklyn, which I'm going to. And this is the celebrity match of the night. It's Neville, and Stephen Amell the Arrow against the Lords of Darkness, King Barrett and Stardust. Mixing up their names here a lot. There's King Barrett, Bad News Barrett, Wade Barrett, all these sorts of things. Into the match, though, I liked the build-up. We had that original confrontation of them at some pay-per-view, I believe. Just a kind of a gesture. And you had Stephen Amell who stood up. Then it kind of paused for a while, and there was a Twitter war, some very entertaining tweets. I like the drawings, especially, and the action figure pose downs are doing. All over Twitter are pretty cool. It's a nice social media match, definitely. And then Dusty Rhodes, of course, as we all know, passed away, and Cody Rhodes, aka Stardust, went away for a little bit, and Stardust came back and wasn't clear of the direction he was going. He had the comic book pages, he had Neville, who was also with the comic book pages, and then now they're incorporating all this. And it's kind of a cool thing. I like comic books, I like all that stuff. So you got the heroes and the villains, and it's kind of a very old concept, but it hasn't really been done in that sort of fashion. Like, it's blatantly like a comic book story, very cheesy, kind of campy. This would be a hell of a feud in the 80s, but I kind of enjoy that. It would be kind of, of course, Stardust, very talented. Anything he does, it just makes it great. The face mask, the Intercontinental Championship run, every gimmick, everything. I don't think he's done any bad work, really, in his last few years in WWE. But yeah, this match is pretty cool. I like the concept. And now Arrow, I always was skeptical of watching. I never watched it, and went ahead and watched it, actually, because of all this WWE stuff. Started watching it a few months ago. I think it was actually after the first confrontation between them. And I enjoy the show. It's a nice, like I said, I like comic books and everything, but I thought Arrow wouldn't really suit my taste. But it's a good show. Makes me kind of more invested in this match because I'm a fan of Stephen Amell, or at least his work in Arrow. So that'll be good. I'm hoping he comes out in some Arrow attire. I hope he just doesn't be Stephen Amell in shorts and all that. That would be boring. I hope he comes out in the Arrow suit, maybe the full Arrow suit. Not exactly sure, but he does look like he has some potential in a ring. I'm sure he won't have much of a wrestling career after this. But with all the stunt work on Arrow, you had him hop the barricade, hop the ropes, does that spear and the Luthez press. And it all looked pretty clean. I mean, maybe he trained a little bit beforehand. Like he knew he was going to do that, so he practiced it. But it looked pretty good. Looking forward to see what they do in this match. Now, I'm sort of unhappy it wasn't just a one-on-one match, because that's kind of what they were building towards. And then all of a sudden, you have brand new rivals in Neville and King Barrett. And suddenly King Barrett and Stardust are friends after like one match. But there was a promo on Raw last night. We had the Lords of Darkness, and it was a nice promo. I liked the just very comic book feel of it, exactly. And then all the promos they're doing, like previously on, all that kind of stuff. It's cool. I like it. So I understand why they made it a tag match. I know they, at least I think, they don't want Stephen Amell doing a whole match with Stardust. Stardust, a very talented wrestler. Stephen Amell is going to be new to it, so I don't know if maybe that's the reason why. Maybe they just you need some more wrestlers just to carry the match a bit, and then Stephen Amell can have one big spot. He can do the finish, I guess, or he'll have a stare down with Stardust. That's bound to happen, and that'll be a great moment of the night. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. It's going to be a good match. My winners, clearly it's going to be Stephen Amell and Neville. I don't see this continuing at all because it's probably just a one-off for Stephen Amell. But like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I hope Stephen Amell comes out in some Arrow thing. There was something that I saw on Facebook, probably should take it lightly, but it was, I'll buy WWE 2K16 if you're in it, Stephen Amell on his Facebook page, and someone responded, or Stephen Amell responded with "on it," and that could be cool. Probably not going to happen. We already have the Terminator. I feel like that would have been definitely a advertised thing at this point. But then again, if we're just getting to Stephen Amell, we're just getting to Arrow on WWE, maybe it'll be a DLC, or maybe it just won't even happen at all, which is probably the latter is what will happen, actually. But yeah, this match at SummerSlam, I'm actually looking forward to. A lot of people kind of have a bit of a backlash on here, but it's one of the stronger matches on the card. terms of the talent, the storyline, everything, I think it's just been a good build-up. More so Stardust and Stephen Amell. But that promo on Raw with Barrett and Stardust backstage really sold me on the team as well. Neville, of course, with his superhero gimmick, it fits well with the match. I like Bad News Barrett as a supervillain, that kind of concept. I hope that Stardust and King Barrett maybe form an actual tag team at some point and start doing matches. And, you know, that could be cool. But yeah, that is our SummerSlam 2015, Stardust versus Arrow. Or actually Stardust and King Barrett, the Lords of Darkness, versus Neville and the Arrow, Stephen Amell. I almost forgot actually about the two competitors. But yeah, it should be good. And also, this channel will be good, so if you want to leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I have an Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar prediction also going up. And of course, if you like WWE games, this is the channel. All sorts of custom stories when we get to WWE 2K16 on our weekly, or, you know, trying to be weekly JW Raw and JW SmackDown, as well as community creations, our own creations, entrances, updated attires, entrances, all that kind of stuff, all that kind of content. Anything relevant in the WWE and WWE games world will be uploaded to this channel. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy it if you're liking this video. So you want to do all that YouTube stuff, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. And we will see you in the next WWE games and WWE SummerSlam predictions.